Dice with death. This means to do something that could have a disastrous outcome. Have a look at this example. I'm going on a date with Anne. You're dicing with death there. Isn't she your friend's ex-girlfriend? They're saying you're dicing with death there. It could have a disastrous outcome. And that's probably because he's going on a date with his friend's ex-girlfriend. Have a look at this written example. Every day, tourists dice with death by taking selfies at the edge of a Grand Canyon. Every day, tourists do something that could have a disastrous outcome. Taking selfies at the edge of the Grand Canyon. Well, they could fall and die. They're dicing with death. Dig your heels in. To dig your heels in means to refuse to do something, or change your mind, or plans. Have a look at this example. I'm digging my heels in and staying where I am. I've lived in this house my whole life. So this person is refusing to do something. This person says, I'm staying where I am. So therefore they are refusing to move. I'm digging my heels in and staying where I am. Have a look at this written example. I had wanted to study law all my life, despite not having the best grades. So I dug my heels in and studied every night to get into law school. So this person wanted to do something all their life. In this case, they wanted to study law. But they didn't have the best grades. But they dug their heels in, so they refused to change their mind or plans to become a lawyer. Dodge the bullet. To dodge the bullet means to have a narrow escape from something unpleasant or even dangerous. Have a look at this example. I thought they'd stop me for speeding, but luckily I was just under the speed limit. I dodged a bullet there. So the first bit, I thought they'd stop me for speeding. This person's probably talking about the police. But luckily, I was just under the speed limit. I dodged a bullet there. I had a narrow escape from something unpleasant. Probably having to deal with the police and maybe pay a fine for driving too fast. Here's a written example. Although residents were told to prepare for huge winds, the small town dodged the bullet when the storm unexpectedly changed direction. So here, dodge the bullet is used to show that a town had a narrow escape from a storm causing damage. Drop a bombshell. This means to suddenly give unexpected news. For example, there's an emergency meeting today. Someone's going to drop a bombshell. Someone's going to give some unexpected news. Have a look at the written example. In season 3, Lorraine dropped a bombshell by admitting that she had been the one spying. Season 4 starts with the aftermath of this news. So the aftermath is the consequences of something. D1. Rearrange the words to make 4 English idioms. You've got 2 minutes. D2. Fill the gaps to make 4 English idioms. You've got 1 minute. D3. Match the idiom to its meaning. You have 3 minutes. D4. Complete each paragraph with the correct idiom. You have 3 minutes. D1A, dice with death. D1B, dig your heels in. C, dodge a bullet. D, drop a bombshell. D2, dice, dice with death. B, heels, dig your heels in. Make sure you don't forget the S. You need to dig both heels in. C, dodge, dodge the bullet or dodge a bullet. D, bombshell, drop a bombshell. D3, A, dice with death means to do something that could have a very bad outcome. Number 2. B, dig your heels in means to refuse to do something or change your mind or plans. 3. C, dodge the bullet means a narrow escape. Number 4. And D, drop a bombshell, means to give unexpected news. D4. A, my sister dropped a bombshell last Christmas and surprised us all. B, I thought Mrs. Sreng was going to ask me to show the new kid around. I'm glad I dodged that bullet. 3. C, they always ask you. Dig your heels in this time and say you can't work late. 2. And D, I'll be attached to a harness, and there's a safety net. I won't be dicing with death. Number 1.